On day 1, I spawned in as a baby villager with only 4 hearts. My mom and dad were very excited to see me.
It's a boy!
We love you, son.
My dad got very serious. He then poked me. Ow, what the heck? Suddenly, I turned into a full-blown blood villager.
We had to make you into one of us before the town burns us alive. We are the last known blood villagers and we needed to keep our bloodline alive.
I don't understand. Why would the townspeople do that to you?
They are afraid of us. They don't know we are just trying to help.
I had more questions, but there wasn't any time.
Now son, take this blood staff. You need to run far away as fast as you can before the villagers see you.
Okay, alright, I'm running. I ran as fast as I could, but I was stopped by some villagers. I fought them back with my new blood staff and was even able to kill some. After that, they hesitated, and I was able to escape. I reached the top of a hill at a safe distance and realized I had a good view of the village. I then saw my mom and dad at the corner of the village. Burn them to the ground! I watched as they burned my parents alive. No! Mama! Papa! I couldn't believe they would do this to 2 innocent people just because they were scared of them. I will have vengeance on this village. Mark my words. After mourning my parents, I decided to look for some shelter for the night. The sun went down, and suddenly I was surrounded by zombies. Ah! Leave me alone! And then I realized that they actually did leave me alone. They don't seem to pay attention to me at all. Whew, that was a close one. I decided maybe I didn't need shelter for the night after all, and I wandered in the dark making a plan for the morning. On day 2, I decided that if I'm going to carry on my people's legacy as the last blood villager, I'm going to need some tools and a home base. I punched some trees to gather wood. I felt hungry, so I found some wheat and made some bread along the way, and a wooden pickaxe. Then I mined some stone and coal and crafted a set of stone tools. Now, where to create my base? I went looking for a nice place to make my base, far away from any civilization, and started building a nice little home. As I was crafting and placing some furnaces and chests, I realized I was hungry. Ugh, need blood! I went searching for a village, and I had some trouble. Maybe I shouldn't have made my base quite so far from civilization. Eventually I found one, and everyone was sleeping. I found a sheep pen, and immediately unleashed on them, collecting their meat and wool. But a villager heard the commotion, and rang the bell.
Blood villager spouted!
I ran back home right away. Phew, that was a close one. I made a bed for myself and went to sleep for the night. I woke up on day 3 and started cooking some of the meat I got from the sheep. Pretty good, but I'm still hungry for blood. I went out traveling, and I eventually came across some sort of sacred blood forest. This looks promising. Suddenly out of nowhere, I was attacked by a big Echoer dog. It had sunken, hollow eyes and big sharp teeth like razor blades. This thing is crazy! I fought it with blood magic and eventually killed it. Got him! After the battle, a 3-headed entity emerged from behind the trees. Whoa, this place is crazy.
Congratulations, Bronzo. You have beaten my challenge. I am the Observer of Death, and this is my home.
What did you challenge me for?
I had to know if you were worthy.
Okay, well I need some help, and you look like just the guy to help me. I'm a blood villager, and I need some blood very soon, or I'm gonna die.
Yes, I know who you are. I have dealt with blood villagers for eons.
Great, so can you help me or not? I'm the last of my kind, so we could be extinct very soon if we don't hurry this along.
Yes, give me some raw meat, and I will transform it for you.
Luckily, I didn't cook all the meat earlier, so I still had some to give him. I handed it over, and he crushed the meat in his hands, and then handed me 5 bottles of blood. Oh yeah, thank you! Finally! After guzzling some blood, I grew into an adult blood villager with 10 hearts. Awesome!
Anytime you need blood, just come back here with raw meat.
Sweet! Thanks again, Death Guy. I knew I'd like you. I headed back to my base, feeling better than ever. On day 4, I decided to do some exploring. I traveled to a desert and came across a group of dead worms. They started attacking me, and I had to fight back. I thought you were supposed to be dead. I fought them off with my blood staff, and they were great fighters. But eventually, I was able to kill them all and continue on my journey. Further into the forest, I came across a little red creature who was blowing stuff up. Hey, little guy, what you doing? That's awesome. Do you live around here? Aw, well, you can stay with me if you want. I'm gonna call you Boom. We started heading back to my base, when all of a sudden, we were ambushed by a group of husks. I fought off the husks with my staff, and Boom helped by blowing them up. Ha! They're no match for us. But wait, why did those zombies fight me, but not the husks? That doesn't make sense. When we got back home, I built a little house for Boom, and we both took a little rest. On days 5 and 6, I decided I needed an upgrade for my tools. I went mining for iron, and lots of it. I couldn't wait to get my iron tools, so I built a furnace right there, and smelted my iron, then crafted a set of iron tools. I was about to leave the cave when I heard a strange laugh from deep inside. Hello? Who's there? You're being really creepy. I followed the voice to investigate and discovered a witch.
Hello, Bronzo. I've been expecting you.
How do you know my name?
It seems that the prophecies were true. A blood villager would survive the hunt to carry on the legacy.
There's a prophecy about me? Cool. What else does it say?
You survive the hunt of the villagers, only to be defeated by the last blood pillager.
What? Blood pillager? You're crazy.
Hey, that's the prophecy. Don't shoot the messenger. I guess that means your parents died for nothing? That's a bummer.
Hey, don't talk about my parents like that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some new iron tools to use.